Okay, it's Dr. Awesome 2K17 here, and I have um a little bit of a thought experiment, make you think about all this gun stuff. So Saturday there was the March for Our Lives. They were blaming the NRA, which is supposed to protect you from guns, and the help. And also they're saying get rid of guns, do all that. That's what Hitler did to the Jews. Now here's my thought experiment. So there's a farmer that has livestock, has 30 to 40 livestock that he uses to make this meat from this livestock. Now this farmer was all fine and you know everything because he was able to kill the coyotes with his shotgun and everything. And one day, uh, watching TV in the morning like he always does before going out to check on his livestock, he hears that guns have been banned. Fearing that his guns would be taken, he tries to hide them. When he goes out to check on his livestock, they're all accounted for. Now, the next day, he wakes up, watches the news, and hears a knock on the door. It's a police officer asking him if he has any guns. Now the police officer takes the guns. So the farmer goes out, says, "Give me a sec." He grabs his guns, looking kind of down and kind of saddened, and kind of like a saddened, mad look on his face. Hands over his shotgun to the police officer. Police officer says, good day, sir," and goes away. So that night, when the farmer goes to go to bed, looking out of the window in his bedroom, over at his livestock, sees a coyote go trying to eat his livestock. Forgetting he gave his gun up, runs to grab his gun, remembering he doesn't have his gun. So he goes, gets a pot and a wooden spoon, and runs outside banging the pot and wooden spoon. This only angers the coyote, and the coyote Odie goes to attack him, and he cannot defend himself. The coyote, not being rabid at all, bites him, and the farmer kicks him, and the coyote runs away. The farmer goes back in the house, wraps himself up, and goes to bed. His wife turns over and asks what happened. He said there's a coyote out there. I got him away, but he bit me. He wasn't rabid or anything. And the wife, not being sure, the next day they get up. He does his regular stuff. He checks and counts all the livestock. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and as he's counting, he realizes he doesn't have his. He counted the day before. He had all of them. He had his 40 livestock and everything. He had all of them accounted for. But now he only has 5. The wife takes him to. They hop it. Says, "Come on, we're going over to the hospital to get you checked out in case it was rabid and everything." They go. So during the car ride, he tells his wife, "I have bad news." His wife, driving, turns over and looks at him and says, "What do you mean? Is there anything wrong?" And he says, "Yeah, the coyote last night took 35 killed 35 of our livestock. We only have 5 left. And the wife, being a stay-at-home mother to 3 children, an infant about 2 or 3, a 10-year-old, and a 16-year-old, worrying about what will happen. Says, how are we going to pay the bills to get food? And the farmer says, I don't know. Now, let me give you the scenario of that night when the farmer gets bit. Let me give you that. So there's a farmer, and he has 40 to 50 livestock. So one morning, watching TV, hears that guns will not be taken away. So the farmer, after watching TV, goes out, counts how many livestock he has, and says, oh good, I have them all. So goes back in and does his other daily stuff. Now the farmer, that next morning, watching the TV and everything like he usually does, goes out, counts his livestock, says, yep, got them all. And that night, he looks out his window, and he sees a coyote trying to take away his livestock. He runs, grabs his shotgun, and runs out of the house and shoots a few, scaring away the coyote. And he goes back in, puts his shotgun where it usually goes, and his wife asks what happened. He's like, she doesn't ask what happened because she knows with the shotgun sound, bullet sounds going off. So he lays down the next morning after watching TV. He goes out, counts his livestock, and is happy to see that only 5 of his livestock are gone. That he has 35. He goes back in, tells his wife, "We're good. We only have 35 of our livestock still. We're good. We're good." And everything, and so the family don't have to worry about making money or anything. Now, in the other scenario, the family can't make money, therefore they can't get food, and the family becomes poor, therefore having to sell their house, living on the streets. But in this scenario, they're fine, nothing bad happens to them. In the other scenario where guns are not a thing, the farmer can't keep a job, so he loses the farm and his house and everything else that he has. In the scenario I just told you, the farm where there are still guns, the farmer can continue to live like he always does. When coyotes and wolves come out, shooting a few rounds, possibly shooting them at them, shooting them in the air, scaring them off, and saving his livestock. In the other scenario, he can't do that. His family becomes poor. Now, which one is the better scenario? 1, without guns, or 2, with guns? I say 2 because the farmer can sustain a job that he already had, and without having his livestock, the family can't make the money they need because of not having guns. The farmer can't find jobs and all that, and the family becomes poor and can't do things. So